In today's video, we are talking about how to shift your life instantly so you no longer suffer in this 3D reality. Suffering is optional. You don't have to suffer. Many times we suffer because we resist. And guess what? What you resist persists. So the more you resist, the more suffering you create and the more pain you create. And then it just keeps coming and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So first things first, drop it. Accept what is. Why? Because the 3D reality is just illusion. It's a hologram. It's reflection. And understand that the 3D reality around you is always going to reflect some version of you. Your current 3D reality, your circumstances reflect your old version of you. The mirror effect, as above, so below. The past version of you created by thinking, feeling, acting certain way, the reality you are witnessing in front of your eyes. But that is no longer a reflection of your current version of self. You are constantly shifting. We are constantly manifesting. So you are constantly creating new reality. The question is, are you creating consciously, intentionally, or you are autopilot? That's the question. The good news is that you can absolutely shift and change your reality. You can actually shift instantly in this second because, like I said, everything you perceive around you is hologram. It is not real. What you created was created because it reflected back to you, that reality reflected back to you your old version of self that consisted of certain paradigm. Your paradigm in your subconscious mind created this kind of reality. So the reality where maybe you don't have a relationship of your dream, reality where you maybe not doing what you love to do, maybe you're not living in that dream house, whatever it is, you can shift and change the reality when you stop wasting your time and going outside to change that. Instead, you turn inward and start working on yourself. You start working on that paradigm, if you will. That paradigm shift means you change these beliefs, you change these thoughts, you change what you think about you change that self image, your identity, and as a result, you start creating different outcome outside reality. So don't waste time by trying to go outside and change things, change people, chase money, chase love, success. It's a waste of time. Instead, go within and start changing you. That's the step number one. Step number two is don't bother about 3D circumstances. If you are right now identified by 3D circumstances, that is causing you tremendous pain. And I understand because I remember when I started to build my business, I was so identified with the outside circumstances. I was broke, in large debt. I was young attorney trying to figure out how to build successful law firm. I had no idea how to do that. And I was identifying myself with that outside reality for a while. And then I stopped because I realized that I am successful right now the way I am because the state of my consciousness is defining whether I'm going to be successful or not. The state of my consciousness is defining whether I'm going to be rich or not. The state of my consciousness is defining whether I'm going to live that lifestyle of my dreams, including the dream partner. The moment I realized that the circumstances do not matter because the circumstances will always just temporarily reflect that old version of me, I was no longer identified with my circumstances. I was no longer identified with the large debt. I was no longer identified with lack of clients. I was no longer identified with income that was not my dream income. I was no longer identified with the fact that I was single. I was no longer identified. I free myself. And when you free yourself because you understand that what is outside of you is not confirming your self-worth. It's not. Then you become free. And when you become free, then that is the moment when you understand that all that matters is the state of consciousness. State of consciousness equals to set of beliefs, set of opinions, thought patterns, core beliefs, self-image, what you believe about you, what you took from other people, the projections that other people projected upon you about you, when you change that and you understand that who you really are is infinite potential, unlimited potential that is actually being expressed through this persona, through this avatar, through your gifts, through your talents, passions. It's being expressed. The universe, the higher power is coming through you and is being expressed through you. And that higher power, universe, God, source, whatever you call it, is giving you everything you want because higher power, source, God, universe wants you to have it all. With your talent, with your gift, you are actually expressing that energy. And that energy, as it's being expressed through you, is activating, literally, is activating in the physical reality and transforming that energy into different density. And then you see it as a result, as outcome, like you have success, you have money, you have relationship, and so on. So what you need to become here is really become the clean channel without these limitations. When you become this clean channel without any limitations, you start attracting money, wealth, abundance, love, all of it. Because as I said, it's not really you. You are just the channel through which the universe is being expressed, if you will. When you understand this, you stop actually judging yourself. You stop hating yourself. You stop putting pressure on you. You just start flowing. Understand that you can be anything you want to be, anybody you want to be. You can craft the identity based on your preference, based on your choice. And to understand that because you are unlimited potential, you can be anybody you want to be. And you start having fun. And when you start having fun, things just started to speed up for you. And the suffering is coming from the place of just not knowing who you really are. Once you start understanding who you are, you get to know yourself, then there is no need to suffer. There is no need to suffer because you know that you are this infinite energy that is being expressed, and it can be expressed, can be shifted, can be transmuted into anything you want. Understand that the suffering is really just coming from that illusion of separation, from the expectation, from the paradigm, from the limitation. But when you free yourself, you will know who you are. So leave a comment below if you have a comment, question, and I'll see you in my next video.